Well, it's day 17 of my trip, 8:30 in the morning in Ashland, Oregon. At this point, my route is going to be mostly taking the I-5 and blasting homeward. So rather than show that and make a boring video, I thought I would talk a little bit about the entirety of the route and show my appreciation to those friends I picked up along the way. When I left Victoria, my plan was to return to Elko and then retrace my steps and complete the trip along Highway 50 that I didn't complete before. From there, it was really just explore and enjoy as many twisty roads as I could find on Google Maps. And I found a boatload. It was such a good ride for roads. I really enjoyed the trip. Perhaps surprising to me was how many good roads there were near the San Francisco Bay Area and even Northern California. Now, I know Oregon and Washington have a lot of great roads, but I've traveled them. So for that part of the trip, it was basically a rush home. It seems like so long ago that I left Victoria and made my way down the Hood Canal heading towards Olympia. I crossed the Cascade Mountains going through White Pass, including going through this active ski resort. From there I went through Idaho and into Nevada through the Duck Valley and into Elko, bringing back memories of a failed motorcycle trip. This time I completed a journey down Highway 50, the loneliest road in America, before turning southward towards Las Vegas and the Valley of Fire. Perhaps the great scenery inspired me to travel on the Nevada BDR, where I ended up dumping my bike in the sand. From there, I journeyed to the Oatman tourist town and on to Lake Havasu, where I got to see the London Bridge up close and personal. It was a great, if somewhat bumpy, road up Mingus Mountain, which took me to the cliffside town of Jerome. Look at those views overlooking the Prescott Valley. From there I went into the Magdalen Rim and ended up on some terrific dirt roads through the Tonto National Forest. Had some great morning views near Aztec Peak, north of Willow, overlooking the Teddy Roosevelt Dam. From there, I ended up on Top of the World, an interesting highway run, which led me towards, eventually, Biosphere 2, where we tried to see if people could live on Mars. From there, I ended up on perhaps the most spectacular road of them all, out to Mount Lemmon through Willow Canyon. Just a tremendous, fantastic road to travel. I had fun racing with bicyclists in Saguaro National Park. From there I went to the open copper pit mining town of Morenci, where they have one of the world's biggest copper mines. After that, I rode into the Devil's Highway up into the north and towards Alpine, an excellent motorcycle route. I passed by the rock formation Needle's Eye on the surprisingly good motorcycle road Highway 78 between New Mexico and Arizona. From there I encountered more dirt roads on the way to Tombstone, Arizona, where I got to see a Wild West show. Kind of exciting out here in the Wild, Wild West. And who can forget all the Border Patrol crossings? From there, I ended up in the Southern California sand dunes, an excellent place for off-road riding. Salvation Mountain is a must-do if you're in the Slab City area of California. And the metal art at Borrego Springs is another must-do when you're in that area. Imagine seeing these out in the desert. But for motorcycling, you cannot beat South Grade Road. You gotta see it, and you gotta do it. It was a great drive out to Big Bear Lake Resort Town, where they have this excellent boardwalk. Beyond, there was a lot of snow on the side of the road as we headed our way towards Rim of the World Highway with these incredibly scenic views looking down into the valley. And for pure motorcycle roads, Highway 138 definitely fits the bill. You never know what you'll find on a motorcycle road trip, and I think that's part of the fun. And fun is exactly what you get if you travel Little Tuhunga Road. It was a super enjoyable ride, and I'm glad I did it. The fog and mist off the Pacific coast can be a visual treat at times, such as today. And Santa Cruz was a gorgeous town to visit. It has a boardwalk, a wharf, and a series of amusements for all ages. I had a happy experience on Black Road, a road I discovered purely by looking at it as I was passing it and decided to take it. It was an excellent road to travel on. Stuck forever behind a truck on Quimby Road, I decided to pass judiciously and was passed in turn by a red Tesla. And lo and behold, hidden in the corner, you guessed it, a cop car. But no worries, no issues at all. And the highlight, on a day of highlights, was the road up to Lick Observatory, Mount Hamilton Road. This was a road that would delight any motorcyclist. Some of the roads in Northern California feel quite remote compared to the south, but in a good way. You're away from the crowds and enjoying the road. I followed the Klamath River for quite some time and watched tributaries enter it. And with that, we're all caught up. At this point, all I have to do is get off the ferry, back to Victoria, and back to home. It's been an absolutely incredible trip, and I really enjoyed documenting it. It's not something I've done before. Creating this YouTube channel is a new experience for me, and a delightful one. It's great to document my journey, both for myself and hopefully for you. Well, if you got this far watching the video, thank you very much. I really appreciate your support on this channel. This is my initial season of videos, and I had no idea when I started what the result would be. I'm absolutely thrilled to say that I now have over 100 subscribers to my channel. I just think that's absolutely amazing. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just doing this for fun. I have many more adventures in store, so I hope you will continue to watch my videos. I hope you will like and subscribe, and I hope you'll tell your friends and family, at least those interested in motorcycle adventures. So stay tuned. I have plenty more to show you. Thanks so much.